Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Flow channel, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Emily.
Hello, everyone. I'm Henry. How are you today, Emily?
I am so good today, Henry. I am very excited. I have some news.
Oh, what is the news?
I am going on a trip next month. I am traveling to Japan for 2 weeks. I cannot wait.
Japan. That is amazing, Emily. Have you been before?
No, this is my first time. I am so excited, but also a little nervous.
Nervous? Why nervous?
Because traveling involves so much English. The airport, the hotel, the taxi. So many situations where you need to speak confidently.
Ah, yes. Traveling can be very stressful if you are not sure what to say.
Exactly. And that gave me an idea for today's lesson.
What is the idea?
Today, we are going to learn exactly what to say at every step of a trip. From the airport, to the taxi, to the hotel. All the phrases, all the vocabulary, everything you need to travel confidently in English.
Oh, I love this topic. I travel a lot for work. And I remember my first time traveling alone in English. I was so lost.
Tell me.
I was at the airport, and I could not find my gate. And I asked someone, and they said, "It's on Concourse B." And I had absolutely no idea what a concourse was.
Oh no, Henry.
I just smiled and nodded, and then walked in completely the wrong direction.
We are going to make sure that never happens to our listeners today.
This lesson is going to save you so much stress when you travel. Let's go. But first, we have a small request. If you like our podcast, please click the like button.
And please subscribe to Mr. English Flow.
And share this episode with a friend who is planning a trip and wants to feel more confident in English.
Thank you so much. It helps us a lot. We love our listeners. Okay, let's start at the very beginning, the airport. Okay, Henry, so I have arrived at the airport. My first stop is check-in. What do I say?
At check-in, the staff will usually greet you first. They might say, "Good morning. Can I see your passport and booking confirmation, please?"
And I say,
"Of course. Here you are." And you hand over your passport and booking.
simple. And then what?
They might ask, "How many bags are you checking in today?"
And I say,
"I have one bag to check in and one carry-on bag."
carry-on. What is that?
A carry-on bag is the bag you take with you onto the plane. You keep it with you. It goes in the overhead compartment, the storage above your seat.
And a checked bag is the bag that goes in the hold, under the plane.
Yes, you hand it over at check-in. You do not see it again until you arrive at your destination.
So, carry-on with me on the plane. Checked bag goes below.
Exactly. Now, the staff might also ask, "Did you pack this bag yourself?" And, "Has anyone asked you to carry anything for them?"
Security questions.
Yes, always answer honestly. "Yes, I packed it myself." "No, nobody asked me to carry anything."
And what if my bag is too heavy?
The staff might say, "I'm afraid your bag is over the weight limit." And you might say, "Oh, I'm sorry. How much over is it?" Or, "Is there anything I can do?" Or, "Can I pay for the extra weight?"
Can I pay for the extra weight? Very useful phrase.
Very useful. And after check-in, you go through security. At security, the staff might say, "Please remove your laptop from your bag." Or, "Please take off your shoes and belt."
And you just follow the instructions. Of course. Sure. No problem.
Yes, keep it simple, short and polite.
And then finding your gate. If you are lost, you can ask, "Excuse me, could you tell me where gate B12 is, please?" Or, "Which way is the departure lounge, please?" Departure lounge. That is the area where you wait for your flight.
Yes, and you might hear announcements. "Passengers on flight BA247 to Tokyo, please proceed to gate B12 for boarding."
Proceed. That means go, move towards. Please proceed to gate B12 means please go to gate B12 now.
And boarding means getting onto the plane. Boarding has begun means you can now get on the plane.
And on the plane, the flight attendant might say, "Can I see your boarding pass, please?" Your boarding pass is the ticket that shows your seat number.
Of course, here it is. And you show your boarding pass.
Simple, natural, and confident. That is all you need at the airport. Okay, so I have landed. I have collected my bags. Now I need to get to my hotel. I am going to take a taxi. Henry, what do I say?
When you get into a taxi, the driver will usually say, "Where to?" Or, "Where are you headed?" Or, "Where can I take you today?"
And I say,
"I would like to go to the Grand Hotel on Park Street, please." Or, more simply, "The Grand Hotel on Park Street, please."
and if I am not sure of the exact address,
You can say, "I have the address here. Let me show you." And show your phone. Or, "Could you take me to the nearest metro station, please?" Yes, the nearest means the closest one to where you are.
and what if I want to ask how long it will take?
How long will it take to get there? Or, roughly, how long is the journey?
Roughly. That means approximately. Not exactly, but about.
Yes, roughly 20 minutes. Roughly half an hour.
And what if I want to ask about the price?
How much will it cost approximately? Or, do you use a meter? A meter is the device that calculates the price based on distance and time.
And if they say yes, yes, we use a meter, then you know the price will be calculated automatically.
And at the end of the journey, the driver might say, "That will be $15, please." And you say, "Of course, here you are." And you pay.
And if you want to give a tip,
Please keep the change. That means you do not need the coins back. The extra is a tip.
keep the change. Very natural, very common.
Or you can say, "Could you add a 10% tip, please?" if paying by card.
And if the driver has been very helpful, thank you so much. You have been very helpful.
Always nice to say. Drivers appreciate kindness.
Now, what about rideshare apps like Uber?
With Uber, most communication is through the app, but sometimes the driver calls you. They might say, "Hi, I am outside. I am in a blue Toyota." And you say, "Great, I am coming now. I will be there in 1 minute."
Or if you cannot find them, I am at the main entrance. Where exactly are you parked?
Very useful. Where exactly are you parked tells the driver your location and asks for theirs.
And when you get in, "Hi, thanks for picking me up." Simple and friendly.
Always good to be friendly. Makes the journey more pleasant for everyone.
Okay, I have arrived at the hotel. I walk up to the front desk. What do I say, Henry?
At the front desk, the receptionist will usually greet you. "Good evening. Welcome to the Grand Hotel. How can I help you?"
And I say,
"Good evening. I have a reservation. My name is Emily Johnson."
and they will check their system. They might say, "Yes, I can see your booking. You have a double room for 5 nights. Is that correct?"
And I say, "Yes, that is correct." Or, "Actually, I think I booked a twin room. Could you check again, please?"
Twin room versus double room. What is the difference?
A double room has one large bed for 2 people. A twin room has 2 separate single beds, also for 2 people. Very useful to know.
And other room types?
A single room, 1 small bed for 1 person. A suite, a very large and luxurious room, often with a separate sitting area. And an ensuite, a room that has its own private bathroom inside.
Good to know. And at check-in, they might ask, "Could I take a credit card for incidentals, please?"
Incidentals. What does that mean?
Incidentals means extra charges. Things you might buy during your stay, like room service, minibar drinks, or phone calls. The hotel holds a small amount on your card as a deposit, just in case.
Oh, so it is like a security deposit.
Exactly. And you say, "Of course, here's my card."
And they might give you a key card. Here is your key card. Your room is on the 5th floor, room 512. The elevator is just to your left.
Elevator, or lift in British English, means the device that takes you between floors.
And if you need anything, please do not hesitate to call reception. We are available 24 hours.
Do not hesitate means please feel free. Do not be shy. Do not hesitate to ask means please ask anytime.
Very polite and very common in hotels.
And what if there is a problem with the room? For example, the air conditioning is not working.
Excuse me, I am in room 512. I am afraid the air conditioning does not seem to be working. Could someone take a look, please?
I am afraid is a very polite way to introduce a problem or complaint. I am afraid there is an issue. I am afraid this is not quite right.
And the receptionist might say, I am so sorry about that. I will send someone up right away.
Right away means immediately, very soon, without delay.
And if you want a late checkout?
Excuse me, is it possible to have a late checkout? My flight is not until 6 in the evening.
They might say, certainly, we can offer you a checkout until 2 p.m. at no extra charge.
At no extra charge means for free, no additional cost.
Very good to know. And at the end of your stay, I would like to check out, please, room 512.
Checkout means officially leave the hotel. Return your key card. Settle any final payments.
And the receptionist might say, of course, how was your stay?
And you say, it was wonderful, thank you. I really enjoyed it. Or, it was very comfortable. Thank you for everything.
Always nice to leave on a positive note. Emily, let's go through some extra useful travel phrases, things that can come up in any travel situation.
Great idea. Let's do it quickly. I will say the situation, Henry will give the phrase.
Ready.
You are lost. You need directions.
Excuse me, I am a little lost. Could you help me find the city center, please? Or, excuse me, which way is the nearest metro station?
You do not understand something someone said.
I am sorry, could you say that again, please? A little more slowly? Or, I am afraid I did not quite catch that. Could you repeat it, please?
You want to pay the bill at a restaurant.
Could we have the bill, please? Or, could I get the check, please? Bill is British English. Check is American English. Both are correct.
You need medical help urgently.
I need help, please. Is there a doctor nearby? Or, could you call an ambulance, please? This is an emergency.
You have lost your passport.
I need help urgently. I have lost my passport. Could you direct me to the nearest embassy, please?
You want to exchange money.
Could you tell me where the nearest currency exchange is, please? Or, what is the exchange rate for US dollars to Japanese yen today?
And finally, a general phrase for any confusing situation.
I am sorry, I am not very familiar with this area. Could you help me, please? Simple, honest, polite. Works in any situation.
Beautiful. Travel English covered.
Okay, let me say the vocabulary we learned today.
Yes, review time.
Carry-on bag. The bag you take with you onto the plane. It goes in the overhead compartment above your seat.
Perfect. Next.
Checked bag. The bag that goes in the hold, under the plane. You hand it over at check-in.
Very good. Next.
Boarding pass. The ticket that shows your seat number on the plane. Can I see your boarding pass, please?
Excellent. Next. Meter. The device in a taxi that calculates the price based on distance and time. Do you use a meter? Perfect. Next.
Incidentals. Extra charges at a hotel, like room service or minibar drinks. The hotel holds a deposit on your card to cover these.
Very good. Next.
Ensuite. A hotel room that has its own private bathroom inside. I would like an ensuite room, please.
And one more.
Checkout. To officially leave a hotel. Return your key card and settle final payments. I would like to check out, please.
Perfect, Henry. Every single word. Well done.
I have a very good teacher.
Well, that is all the time we have for today.
That was so useful. I feel like I could travel anywhere in the world now.
You could, and so can everyone listening.
And thank you to everyone listening today.
Yes, thank you all so much. We really appreciate every single one of you.
Please subscribe to Mr. English Flow if you have not already,
And give this episode a like. It really helps us so much.
and share it with a friend who is planning a trip and wants to feel more confident in English.
And our question for today?
Yes, tell us in the comments. Where in the world would you love to travel? And what English phrase from today will you use on your trip?
We love reading your answers. And maybe, just maybe, we will meet some of you on our travels one day.
And remember, I have a reservation. Could you take me too? I am afraid there is an issue. Do not hesitate to ask.
Use these phrases, travel confidently, and enjoy every moment of your journey.
See you next time.
Bye-bye! Safe travels, everyone!